Hi, everybody. I'm retaping this. I didn't like the last one so much. Hi, everyone. I'm Laura Roman, and I'm glad that you're here with me today in Sesh. I am here every week doing in sessions, which are little tidbits and juicy tidbits, I would hope, to help you have a more dynamic, more fulfilling life and more dynamic and more fulfilling relationship. And today's topic is being more positive in your relationship and watching the magic happen. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Laura Roman. I'm a psychotherapist and relationship expert in private practice. And I think that not focusing on the positive in the relationship can cause problems, or is one of the areas in which problems can arise. And what do I mean by that? When you listen to someone talk about their relationship, often it's negative. And I'm sure you've heard me say this before, and if you haven't, I'm going to say it now, is that as human beings, our brains are wired for the negative. Our primal little reptilian brain is always negative because we're always waiting in fear, right? We always are afraid that something is going to happen because that is the way that we have to protect ourselves. The problem is that we do that in relationships. We do that in life. You know, you've known people who've been really, really negative, that nothing can really please them. And we're really wired for the negativity, unfortunately. I think that we'd be much happier as human beings if we weren't, but we are. The unfortunate thing is that we do that in our relationships. And so what we do is that we focus on all the negatives in our partner, right? And we can list them all the time. How often have you gone out with friends, especially women, or sometimes men, you know, they'll go out with their friends and all they do is complain about their partner. He's this, he's that, she's this, she's that. And it's only the negative that they're seeing. They're not allowing themselves to see anything positive about their partner. Now, the fact is that you married this person and it couldn't have been all negative. I mean, you know, it would make no sense for you to have married someone just who was filled with just negativity, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to go back and I want you to think about and maybe even write down, like, what were the things that attracted you to this person? What were the things that you really loved about this person? What are the things now that they do that are really positive? And what I mean by that is, you know, if your husband, like, maybe goes food shopping, and that's a positive thing, or your wife, you know, takes care of the kids, and that's really positive. Like, start looking at the positive things about your partner. And sometimes, and I'm going to say this with a straight face, sometimes you have to fake it until you make it. And what I mean by that is you may have to look really hard, but you have to find those things you like. And the reason for that is if you're going to stay in a marriage with somebody, wouldn't you rather like them and like what they do rather than just being focused on all the negative things that they do or being focused on all the lack? Because whatever we focus on, we attract more of. And that even happens in relationships. So if I'm only focused on all the negative things this person does, then that is going to create even more negativity. And if I'm focused on the negative things, what that's also going to do is that's going to cause me to be angry and resentful and push this person away and cause arguments. It has that flow within the relationship that is just going to build and build more and more negativity. So if you want to start changing things, then you have to also start changing your attitude. Now, maybe there aren't any positive things about your partner, and then I don't know what you're going to do. But for most of us, we do have positive things about the person that we're married to. For some of us, it's really easy to talk about, and for others, it's really difficult to even see. But if you want to start making changes in your relationship, the first place I think that you need to start is really on seeing positive things about your partner, and certainly talking to your children in a very positive way about your partner, because your kids will also feel about your partner the way you do. And what got me thinking about this is there's so many times in my office I've had couples who've been in here fighting and dragging up everything that's ever happened in their relationship, and then they walk out of my office and I'll be walking down the hallway and they're talking and laughing and having a great time. It's like, wait a minute, how are you just screaming and now you're acting like this? I think that's true. I think that for a lot of relationships, that's the way it is. That there may be screaming and yelling, but there are positive things about this person that I really like, or I really admire, or I respect, or that I can remember, like whatever it is. And so if you want to get more positive, then you may need to sit down and think about those things. And then maybe even go through the list every day to help you to remember that these are the positive things in your spouse. And, you don't necessarily even have to tell them that you're doing this, although that may be an added benefit to doing it. But it will also help you to reframe your partner in your head. Because the more I see this person as being just this awful, terrible person, the bigger that is going to grow. And it's going to be harder and harder to move the relationship along or to make any headway within the relationship. And if that's the way you're feeling, and that's the only emotion that you can conjure up as negativity, then you have much bigger problems than an incest can answer for you. So that is your challenge for this week, is that I want you, or even for a couple days, but I'm going to tell you the change is not going to happen in a day, and it's not going to happen in a week. It may take longer than that. But I'm going to ask you to focus on the lovely things that your partner does for you, has done for you, whatever it is, and see if that helps you to sort of reframe your attitude about your partner. And I'm not going to say that you're not going to slip up or that it's not going to be difficult, because I know sometimes it is. But I think it's really important that you do this if you want to stay in your marriage and you want your marriage to be happy. It's the very first step. Because otherwise, you're not going to have, like, people will come into my office and they're like, we hate each other, now fix it. Well, it's too late, and there's really nothing you can do about that. And it's not even the hate, it's the indifference that people feel towards each other. I can't fix indifference. It's kind of like the genie in Aladdin. I can grant you 3 wishes, but I can't make someone love you. The same is true in therapy. I can't make somebody love you. So if you want to find that love, you want to find that connection, you want to find that that va-va-va-voom that you may have had early on in the relationship, the first place to start is with the positive thoughts towards your partner. And actually, and I talk about him a lot, John Gottman, who is a big marriage guru, he even says that really good marriages, the people have, I think it's 5 positive thoughts about their partner in a day. So if you, first of all, start with something positive about them, keep building on it. You want to build on it every day. You may want to even talk to them about it. You may want to focus on positive things throughout your day when you think of your partner. But there are many different ways that you can start to feel differently. Let me know. Let me know how it goes. Do you think this is just full of air, or, can you try it? I mean, like, don't tell me this in 3 days and say it just didn't work, but try it for a month and keep doing it. If you need a pep talk, let me know. You can private message me and I'll give you one. But see if this is helpful for you. Now, maybe while you're doing this, your partner does something really horrible and then it just all comes crashing down. But then you know that it's maybe time that we start to talk to someone about this, because you don't want it to get too far before someone can't really help you anymore. There's too much water under the bridge, and this is the place to stop the dike from, like putting your finger in the dike. This can be a help for that. So again, let me know how it goes. And again, my name is Laura Roman. I am a licensed psychotherapist and relationship expert in private practice. Please follow me. I would love that. Please sign up for my newsletter. And I am so grateful that you are here. Thank you so much. If you like this and you feel like someone could benefit from it, please share this out. I would appreciate that as well. And I will be back on Friday in Sesh. And that is going to be where we're going to talk about our resentments and how we hold them in life and in our relationships, what they do and how you can get rid of them. So until Friday, have a great Wednesday. Love you.